It is the calm before the storm. The wicked Atlanteans have regrouped in numbers beyond our imagining, and even now are preparing their massive war machine to reclaim all we have wrested away from them. They have repaired their fearsome weapon that Odysseus had damaged, and strengthened Lixus so that no one, not even a hero, can ever set foot uninvited on Atlantis again. Some of our spies report that the Atlanteans have already recaptured Carthage and have fortified the city with their mysterious Atlantean fire. We can only hope that the reports are false. Yet one can't help but think that the Atlanteans' mastery of Carthage is like the first rivulet of water through a chink in an old dam. The chink starts out small at first, but then grows and grows until the dam breaks and an ocean of water is flowing through, demolishing everything in its path. The Atlantean horde is like that rivulet of water, bound to grow stronger and more deadly with each passing day. We must stand firm against this rising tide. Our enigmatic seers have spoken of the years ahead and foretell great hardship when Greece is buffeted on all sides. And yet, the seers say that those who are strong enough to withstand the Atlantean threat will be rewarded, that a great hero will emerge to lead Greece through the coming times that will be both cruel and fortuitous. They also say that Zeus, in a rage over the Atlanteans' behavior, will, when he is ready, come to the aid of the Greeks. While we wait for this conquering hero, we must stiffen our sinews in the face of this latest Atlantean threat. The centaurs of Mount Olymp have vowed that they will die before becoming Atlantean slaves again. Let their vow be an example to us as we prepare for bloody battle.
Indeed, we are going to be going in for a long haul on this one. Alright, this is the mission Attrition and Survival. All we have to do is fulfill a quest, because if you've been paying attention to the last several parts, we already have well more than 4,000 people, so it looks as if a lot of stuff's happened. It looks as if Carthage that we conquered in the last mission has just been immediately went back to Atlantean hands, but it says as if Atlantis has gotten pretty strong. Not too good, but it says as if we will get a hero who will help. Let's head to the city. I don't really need to show too much here, but here we go. We've got all our cities up and running. Let's see. Everyone's all fine and dandy. We don't have these two. I might have to try and conquer back Mount Olymp. I'm not too sure. It does get lost anyway, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. Salamis buys wheat, and they sell... Well, they give me wood. That's good, because I don't actually have a source of wood apart from Sparta here. Poseidon buys olive oil. Could sell wine to... Yeah, because I can't trade any wine with anyone, so... Stop importing wood from there because we don't need that. We're going to send the wood to come from Sparta instead, because there's no other real point in this. Saqqara's not trading, so let's just get rid of all of that. And let me just bring back the wine out of those areas there. So if I just save, sorry. Should always save at the beginning of a part. But really there's nothing to do. We have 8,000 free, we've got double the population, so all I have to do is wait for this quest to come through. So not going to be such a long part. In fact, a lot of these latter missions are going to be pretty simple. We don't have to do much, just because we have already won, effectively. And that's going to be set to accept. That's set to accept. That can just be deleted. We don't have any land trade routes, do we? No, Carthage has become a rival as we expected. We're trading with them anyway, so it's okay. You know, since we've got so much olive oil, let's just get through all that. Since we've got so much olive oil, I'm just going to delete that and put Tyre there. They're going to buy wine. We could get wood from there as well. It's not very much wine that we can sell per year, but hey, it's a bit. That's all that matters. So sell wine. I think no, actually we don't have a very big stockpile of wine, so let's just not trade with there. Just speed this up. We can go back and dump it. There. They're no use to us. Salamis, no, it's Poseidon that we want to trade with. They buy olive oil, which is at least relevant. Don't really have a stockpile of olives, to be honest. You can buy olive oil as well if there's a stockpile. You, my friend, are trading. That's good. Will I put any more of these trade routes? Because I can't fit them in. Can I fit one there? I can fit one there. So if I just put the road... Where does this go? Yeah, so if I just plan this out, like so, if I just do that. Now which trade route? Let's go with this, so we can just sell wine here. Might as well. Actually, no, we don't want to sell wine, do we? Because we don't make enough. Who are we trading with that's actually useful? Memphis buys grapes and fleece. We could sell fleece if we wanted. Tire, no. Mycenae buys fleece. I'm not too sure who to trade with. I'll think about it later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run. I'm going to come back in when something important happens. I'll just put down a trade post to anyone here. I'm not sure who. But yeah, I'll come back in a bit later. Okay, we're going to be asked sending troops to Thebes. So let's just dispatch. Now it's important to note. There are a lot of troop requests in here. So we're going to just send enough to support that little battle there. So that should be enough. That leaves a few troops at home in case anyone attacks. Who are they attacking? Thera. Thera's attacking them. Okay. So I did put down a couple of extra wineries here just to try and get things going. But we don't want to send all of our troops because our consistent attacks from Thera here. So we should be able to defend Thebes quite easily. I'm not going to conquer back cities. In the next mission, I believe, or it might be this mission, several of these cities are just going to disappear and be wiped off the map anyway, so it's not such a big deal. So we'll just speed this up. I did put down a trade post here, so I'm just going to... We don't have anyone that wants to trade with us, so there's absolutely no point in having an additional trade post. So yeah, we're just going to keep it nice and simple. I don't think I can put fishing rods anywhere else. I've literally maxed out this map. Yeah, there's just nowhere else to put things. I can't put one there because that's in the way. Oh, the troops succeeded. Good. Now, if I wanted to, I could put down maybe the odd, like one there, but there'd be no way to get across because this is in the way. Let me just check. Yeah, that can't be placed there because that's covering it all. Yeah, I mean, I could put that there, but that just leads to a dead end, so... Not much use to be found there. What's our unemployment like? 45, not too bad. I don't have any buildings I don't need at the moment, do I? Not really, it's just this house here that's devolving randomly, so... What I can do is just to compensate. There we go, Poseidon's under attack. I'll just wait for the troops to come back and I'll send them off again. And then we'll just put down a few extra houses just to compensate that little bit of devolution over there. We'll just, since we've got so many monuments, let's put a heroic figure monument there. And another monument can go here, a small Hephaestus statue right there. And we'll just garden this up. There we go. Kinda looks a bit tacky, but who cares? It's not supposed to look good, really, to be honest. So yeah, oh, I realised we didn't put a fisher here. That's way too far away anyway, so it's okay. Actually we can just send, so that was Thebes. These troops should arrive back pretty quickly, so let's just speed this up again. What we can do is just make sure we've got plenty of, I mean this just looks like a right mess down here. There we go, make sure that's all. There we go. And the troops have returned. I'm sorry, but you had to be sent again. You are undamaged. You actually succeeded very well on that battle, so let's just send you all off again to help Poseidon there. Keep at least a small contingent if it's a really quick request. So, yeah, I'm just going to let this run. I'm going to come back in if anything of importance happens, like important events and all that, but there's really nothing to do on this map. Oh dear, Poseidon has punished Knossos. I, Myron of Knossos, has done a terrible thing, Sajuuk. I have angered Poseidon, ruler of the sea, and now he has sent a great tidal wave to my city. The rushing waters tore down most of my city's buildings and it will take some time for us to recover it at all. As I try to put the pieces of Nautilus back together, I will not be able to trade with you. So yeah, our 2 colonies are going to be lost. Nautilus is gone, that's it. Don't worry about Nautilus, they're gone. And I believe Salamis will come under attack from Cyclops and we will have to send Odysseus over there. Depending on how long it takes, that might not even happen. Now I did end up putting some fishing waters here, but it sort of wrecked the appeal of this area, so I'm just putting everything back the way it was. Tried to expand the capacity pointlessly, but never mind. Let's just do that. Looks nice. And we've got a little loop here, which we don't need there. Should be fine. I've got all these monitors, I've got nothing, no idea what to do with them, but also another note is earlier Lexus got discovered. Doesn't do anything. It's just a note of interest, basically. Have my armour, there you go, and the troops come back just in time, which is good. We're not going to sell any more of that, we're just going to stop selling that stuff because we can't seem to make enough. Now where's the sculpture studios? I'm going to delete the sculpture studios when they... let's just delete that. I'll sell the sculpture that we get, but I'm going to stop accepting sculpture here, which is going to be accepting armour instead. Nautilus loves me, even though they have been lost. Okay. What I'm going to do is replace the sculpture studios with armories. We want to produce a shit ton of armour. Thieves loves me, good. Let me just make sure. I don't want to waste all this this bronze. Let's see. They're gone. So we're going to replace that with armour. Oh. Nautilus has recovered. Minor Nautilus repaired the damage and now we can trade with you again. How nice. But it doesn't really matter, we are going to lose Knossos at some point and we can't do anything about that. Poseidon loves me, that's great. So at this point all I'm doing is again waiting for this quest to come in and I can't really do anything else until said quest comes in. So what's our culture like actually? Good, good. Again, Pythian games I'm always poor at because I don't build up in the same way. I just don't provide drama access. I just provide it in basic levels. Ferra's going to launch an invasion, but that's fine. Sparta's under attack. 1 month, geez, let's send some troops. And it's only land troops, so we might as well just send all of our land forces straight away. And keep them open, because they're providing us a source of meat. That has gone up to 36, that wasn't 36 before, I believe that was 24. So that meat is keeping this area over here nicely stable, because they can't really access fish very well. So this is a good little supplement if the fish is out, but most of the time it's been fine. Poseidon and Chimera are buying all of our olive oil, and we've got so much in stockpile. I mean, we've got what? How much do we have in stock? I want to just see. 112 with selling 24, so 136 in stockpile. That is crazy, the amount that we have. And we can't sell grapes either, so... Because the only source of grape selling is Memphis. I mean, I could waste time setting up that, but it's not really worth it. It doesn't make any money at all, so... It doesn't matter. Here comes the said invasion, but that's fine. Bribe. Just a land invasion, not worth it at all. Well, yeah. I mean, that's just pretty much it. We just can't do anything except wait. I'm not too sure about... I mean, wine's stockpiled enough. I mean, I'm not really selling it, to be honest, because... Well, I'm not trading with anyone that buys wine. I've got all the trade routes I need open, and I'm not bothered about money making. I mean, we make... Well, 35,000 in taxes plus 9,000 exports are what we do sell, so we make more than enough money. So, for me, exports are not needed on this map. So I'm just going to let this run. I'm going to come back in again when something happens. Well, that's not too good. Atlas is punishing Salamis. I'm not sure what I did to deserve this. I, Secondos... Is that... Secondos of Salamis, that's it, have somehow provoked the ire of Atlas. He is busily turning everything that moves into stone. While the ferocious titans in my city, I won't be able to trade with you. Well, it doesn't matter, we weren't trading with you either, so... Really, it doesn't matter that we are So yeah, generally things are going wrong. Also, Knossos asked for troops. The troops it sent to Sparta succeeded pretty easily. They actually just returned. I haven't been able. I did send them off because I sent off the warships, the triremes. But at this point, I'm just sort of speeding along, just sort of waiting for something interesting to happen. That's not something interesting. That's just in the main games as always, but it's fine. The troops I sent succeeded at Knossos, that's good. Salamis loves us while they're being busily attacked. I don't know how that works, but who cares? Gift of wine that I do not need. Appeal. Sparta's money woes. Let's send you 1,000 drachma. I mean, that 1,000 drachma really doesn't put a dent in anything. Let's just park up all of this area, just give it some desirability, just boost the workers. We want to make sure we've got plenty of workers, and we have 230 missing in, well, 230 people in unemployment. That's fine, that's because of these houses. So yeah, we are doing fairly well. Sparta regards us more highly, the victorious soldiers return, and Salamis is recovered. How nice.
Could we halt some of the spinning, please?
Did we lose some triremes? I'm just going to check. Looks as if one did get destroyed, but they're all leaky, that's fine. I like how they say leaky. I mean, it's silly. But never mind. But we are pretty much cruising to a victory. Gift of marble that I do not require. So yeah, I'm just going to let this run. I'm going to come back in once something interesting happens, because a lot of this mission is just troop dispatches, essentially, until Zeus will send us the quest. Unfortunately, Knossos is now finally withered away. That's us lost our colony. Just shortly before that, there was another Poseidon punishes Knossos, and now it is gone. Gone. No more marble from there. If you needed marble for anything, you can get it from Themyscira and Athens, so not too much of a big deal if you don't have them, but all the same, it is a shame that we have lost our colony. And we've also had to send off all of our army because some troops were needed at Thebes, and also Kyme asked for some troops. I think we shall succeed at both of those, but I wanted to show that particularly important event. And yeah, Pharaoh's launching yet another invasion. It's completely worthless because I could just bribe you away. Thebes, the troops sent to Thebes succeeded, good. Just gotta wonder about Kyme now, because I am actually trading with them to get fish. Sparta's under attack, and there's too many attacks coming now. Okay, so I have to hope that, because I've got 2 requests here, Sparta and Tyre. How long does Tyre want? 1 month. Well, I'm not too sure how you expect me to send troops when they're all away from the city. So yeah, we do lose a few cities in this mission, but it's not a big deal as long as you can sort of stay surviving. That's all that matters. We'll just speed this up. Can any troops get back in before the request ends? Come on. I can't send troops. Now let's see. I want to recover Sparta. They're important to me. I'm not going to worry too much about Tyre, so we'll just send off all of our land forces off to Sparta there straight away. Because Tyre sells us wood and meat, and they buy wine and sculpture, and we don't have any use for any of that. We can get wood and meat out of Sparta anyway, and we're not selling sculpture nor wine anyway, so it's okay if I lose that city. Got plenty of armour here. Let's just sell armour as much as, well, not all of it, but we can just send some of it. Enemies also advancing on us. The Tyre troop request is continuing to be there. Gifted meat. Poseidon loves us. I'm pretty sure Tyre will be lost, but that's okay. That's the request gone now. The troops arrived to Sparta quickly enough. Tyre thinks less of me. Carthage conquers Tyre. That's sort of what was expected. It's fine.
My crew is as skilled as Argonauts. It won't be long before this enemy is dead in the water.
You go and do something for me, you. I want to just do a little bit of fighting while they're exiting. Might as well, who cares?
My crew is as skilled as Argonauts. It won't be long before this enemy is dead in the water.
Let's just waste time doing this. Totally a waste of time, but who cares? Aphrodite's punishing Kaimi! I'll just read that message in a second, hang on. Let's just... carry out repairs. I think carrying out repairs is the best way to get them back to their base. What was that message? Pity me, Sajuuk. I think that is, I don't know how to say that, of Kaimi have managed to anger Aphrodite, goddess of the tender passions. She thinks I've scorned her, now she's attacking my city. Until I find a way to calm Aphrodite down, I won't trade with you. Well, that wasn't too good, because they do sell us fish. It's just...
Maybe if I come here often enough, you'll offer me citizenship in your fine city.
Interesting message, but hey, who cares? So... yeah. I'm just going to let this run again. That was some important events there I wanted to show. I'll come back in once the quest is eventually announced. And that is done. Ah. What's he expect? This is stupid. Okay, this is just cruel. The Cyclops is menacing Salamis. I don't have Odysseus in my city, and I have to send him within a month. That's impossible. You can't, unless there's some sort of glitch that we can exploit here. That is impossible. Well, let's just see if we can send. Come on. Recognise that we've got allowance in the city. Come on. There. Send for Odysseus. Wipes out a bit of olive oil, which is good because we have way too much of it in stockpile anyway. Now, if Odysseus can arrive in time, I will send him. So let's just keep it on slow. We don't want this to run too fast. No. Aphrodite's forgiving Kaimi. Heard of a beautiful golden apple in a far-off land is left to go find it. Interesting. Did we find a golden apple before? I remember that very vaguely. My city's returned to normal. Good. Everyone's loving us. Come on. Sight. Come on. Give to wine. From a city that's about to be lost if I don't get Odysseus here soon. No chance. Salamis devastated. We here at Salamis are reeling. The attack by the Cyclops has left the city in a shambles, and it will take some time for the residents to rebuild. As I, Secundos, try to put the pieces of the city back together, I will not be able to trade with you, pay tribute or fulfill requests. Right when he appeared! Ah. Well, see those two colonies we wasted time building? Why did we even bother building them? We might as well have just stayed at home. This game sometimes. It gave us 1 month to send troops, and by the time that Odysseus decided to arrive, it was gone. So that, I don't know if the developers put that in as a deliberately unfulfillable request. I don't know. I thought it would give us 6 months or something at least, but never mind. Okay, I'll just come back in when the quest is announced, because we've lost our 2 colonies, there's nothing else to do except wait. There goes another trade city. Mount Olymp is withered away. Mount Olymp is no more. It is as if it has been wiped off the face of the earth. Gone. We are rapidly losing cities. We have lost Tyre, Salamis, Knossos, and Mount Olymp. They're all gone. So we really need to get that quest soon so we can actually defeat the Atlantis. Because at this rate, we will never win the mission without any more. Because we're going to lose all our trade routes at this rate. So yeah, I'm just going to let this run. I just thought I'd come back in for that important event, because these are sort of important events that script the mission. So I will come back in once the quest has been announced.
Hello, friend.
Fulfill this quest, and you'll be the toast of Olympus.
Finally, the quest is here. Exploit the drunken chaos. I, Dionysus, am incensed over the Atlantis' cruel treatment of my people, the Centaurs, aka the Mount Olymp withering away. So I will throw their Atlantis a party they wish they could forget. Find Perseus. And shit, I just realised we do need sculpture. Crap. I'm going to have to build some sculpture studios. Let's build 2 of them. And where's a place to put this thing? I'm rapidly running out of space. Let's just, since this house is not getting access to anything, I'm going to set that to accept sculpture. And I'm just going to delete this and replace it with an extra one of these. Might as well. So I do need to build Perseus's hall. Where am I going to put this? I rapidly run out of space here. Let's see, where's the place to put this hall? We'll just put it there. So it just needs some sculpture, so let's just speed this up. There's all the sculpture getting made. So yeah, I'll just let this run. I'll come back in when we've summoned Perseus, because that's all we have to do. We're ready to summon Perseus. We've got the 6 sculptures stockpile there. Bit of fleece out going as well, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. It may take a while to fill that back up, but who cares? So, I've got the sculpture. I also had to send off troops to Thebes yet again. I'm pretty sure they've got enough troops that they should be able to succeed just fine. Now, I don't understand this. Carthage is launching these large attacks when they've only got like 3 shields, but I don't know. So is Syracuse. Syracuse has got a lot of troops. I also sent Odysseus off on the troop request, so I didn't need to send as many troops as I would normally do, so that's fine. I'll just speed this up. Athens needs 1,000 dragon. Why 1,102? Why does it have to be and 2? Never mind. There we go. And this all of business over here is really helping, because then it means I can sort of just really boost it up and make sure everything's nice and filled up. So we're just going to wait for Perseus, who will make his way into my city.
I'm Perseus, and I cannot be stopped.
Well, that's good. We'll just send off all of those troops to help Sparta that just coming up at exactly the same time Perseus arrived. So I'll wait for those troops to come back. Meanwhile, let's just have a look over our city. So we've got, this was the starting blocks of our city, these 2 blocks here. We then segued over here to get this going. We also set up our food industry here. And then just started dumping blocks just about everywhere we could. Put one up here, and some over here. And it just looks such a beautiful city on the minimap here. It's so nice and busy. And I've got all these bridges allowing so many shortcuts around this central area, essentially. Not so much space over here to develop anything, so I did have to put pretty much all my industry on this side, which is fine. It's going well. What's our unemployment like, actually? You know what, I'm just going to bump off this house right here.
If only they had been invited to a Bacchic revelation.
Where is it? This, I'm going to put a fountain in there. I'm going to delete all of that. I'm just going to replace that with a conquest monument right there. Just make it look all that much prettier. Because why not? And I can just delete some of these. I can delete that and replace it with a diplomacy monument. There you go. Boost the desirability a bit. There, the troops succeeded at Sparta. I don't want any glitches with troops being away, because that's just such a sad thing, to be honest, when those kind of things happen. Let's just wait for the troops to come back. There they are. Okay, no more troop dispatches. We're going to save, and we are going to dispatch Perseus on the quest. And he should succeed, and we will just win this mission as soon as he is victorious. We won't even see anything else.
Battered, but not beaten, we still stand. The Atlanteans have defeated most of our allies, and our dutiful colonies, and all who lived in them, have fallen victim to Poseidon's rage. Yet, amidst all this carnage, there is a glimmer of hope. The massive fortress at Lixus has been destroyed, which is a considerable blow to Atlantean power. We have Dionysus and Perseus to thank for the fall of Lixus. When Dionysus heard of the fate of the Centaur city at Mount Olymp, he smote the people of Lixus the only way that Dionysus knows how, by drenching them in wine until they were all falling down drunk. With the Atlanteans thusly indisposed, Perseus swept in with the head of Medusa, turning the besotted citizens of Lixus to stone. If we are to take advantage of this most fortunate event, we must act quickly. It will only be a matter of time before the Atlanteans repopulate Lixus and restore the fort.
Indeed, so we don't have much time, do we? We've got to really get going with our military strikes. Anyway, that was Attrition and Survival. We did just eventually survive, but we did lose some cities. We lost our 2 colonies, Mount Olymp went, and we also lost Tyre, one of our sort of needed allies of the colony that is now gone. Anyway, in the next mission we're going to continue with the city and just fulfill more story quests. That's all we have to do. I can't remember what the next mission is like, but anyway, thanks for joining this part. I'll see you in the next one where we're going to continue with Mycenae. Bye folks.